This is interesting. Because Luke 6:39 to 42 is talking about leading others. To where? To somewhere.
To the kingdom. To heaven.
Leading others to heaven. And the Lord speaks about in Luke chapter 6, can a blind lead another blind person?
Where I work, there's blind corporation there, company, and they do that. One has a dog, and the other one has the canes.
So a blind leading another blind.
I've seen that happen.
That's in Luke 6. You can check it out. Look at Luke 6. You'll see that. Can a blind person guide a blind person? They will both fall into a pit.
Trust me, I try to walk real fast. I don't want to say.
Now this is what I was referring to initially. Before you look at the speck at your neighbor's eye, you must remove the log in your own eye. That's what this is. You understand? The speck. In your neighbor's eye. The log in your own eye. Ooh, how's that? That's what Luke 6:39 to 42 is about. Number one, blind guides. Number two, hypocrites. What makes a blind guide?
Naive. Yeah. I don't know. Something like that.
Are you ready for this? This sounds very simple. A blind guide is a guy who is blind. But there's more to it than that. When I start saying this, when I start telling you, this is the way to heaven, I tell you, this is the way to heaven. If you don't go this way, you will not go to heaven. Like Mr. Camping. You know Harold Camping?
Oh, yeah.
This is the way to heaven. Blind guide. You know why? What makes a blind guide? When whoever is guiding you purportedly to heaven without pointing to Jesus. Because the only way to heaven is Jesus. That guy is blind. You understand? So, only Jesus is the way. Once anybody speaks of going to heaven without Jesus, that's a blind guy. Understand? Disciples. What do I mean when I say disciples? It means learners. Very good. And learning is lifelong. Lifelong learners. When do you stop learning?
When you die.
When you go to heaven, then you stop learning. Excuse me, that's just one scratch. Hypocrites. What does hypocrites mean?
Someone who claims you don't do.
I'm not going to do things. Pretending much.
Yeah, pretending, well, being like one without being. Okay, hypocrites. Well, the thing I have to say is evangelization. Begins because you must evangelize yourself first before you evangelize others. That's hypocrites. This is when people get back at us and say, well, look at yourself first. Look at your family first. Look at this person. Remember the speck in your neighbor's eye versus the log in your own eye? So we got those three. That's clear? Next. Where are we now? Saturday? Saturday. Again, this is Luke chapter 6. 43 to 41. Only. That is true. Knowing the tree by its fruit. This is the gospel on Saturday. I must admit that when I was meditating on this, I remember this mother and daughter. Good fruit from a good tree. I hope I see your husband here soon. And yours too. Good fruit from a good tree. What does this mean? Our lives show it. Remember charity, love, patience, and all these virtues. And have you met someone who is always angry?
Oh yeah, in my job.
You got someone like
I
that?
feel so sorry.
Always angry.
I feel sorry for him.
Never happy about anything. In the elevator, you know, I always meet other people. Oh, thank God it's Friday.
I don't know Fridays.
Why do you thank God? Because it's Friday? Because there's no work? That's easy. Resign. Resign from work and you have, it's always Friday.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it.
You're right. Likewise.
Why work? If you don't like, if you hate work, resign. And let those who want to work, work. Right?
You're right. 110%.
You hear that? When you hear people like anger, there's so much anger, so much envy, so much lust, and all these things. The ugliness of our souls. Laziness is another one. Oh,
Do I have to do that?
another homework? Do I have to do that? false security. Do you like our new style? Do you like our new style? The everyday gospel. It's clearer, right?
Yes.
It's more organized. You know, we have when we have a good job, good family, big house, 11 cars. There's false security. There's false security. It's like, well, I'm doing very, very well. I don't need anybody. That's false security. Last Sunday morning, I saw a couple here from ShopRite. One was walking ahead, the other was pushing the car. I was waving and they didn't see me. It has something to do with this, but later. Number 3. The test. Probably coming from the 7 o'clock mass. Probably. It was about 8:30. It was around 8:30. So. Because I went to the 11:30 mass. The test. Let me tell you. How do you know when your house is good? Do you know if your house is good when the weather is fine and there's beautiful sunshine, blue skies? When do you learn of the problems in your house? When it rains, right? When it rains, that's when you experience problems in the house. That's a test. When during good times, that's not a test. In fact, we can easily fall into false security in the good times. But in the bad, that's a test. How firm are you in your faith? The test of our spiritual lives, the temptations. You know, we have visitors at home. They promised me they will come with me in the next class on Friday. My point is this. There's so much reason for me not to be here tonight. There's temptation not to be here. But actually, I wouldn't even think the second time. I'm to be here, I'm here. You understand? But it's during those tests, during Irene, remember Irene? Our dear Irene?
Who invited her?
Well, God allowed her to come. That much I can assure you. God allowed her to come, and she came, and that was a test. I cannot come to Mass, it's too cold. I cannot come to Mass, it's too humid. I cannot go to Bible class because it's dark. I cannot come to Bible class because the sun is so bright. When will you come? That's a test. Do I come across? It's when things are not going very, very well, that's when you are being tested. That's a test. Luke chapter 6. You know the tree by its fruit. And Sunday is very beautiful too. Next Sunday. Matthew and all Luke. Except Thursday. And then, because, you know, Thursday is because of the Blessed Mother. That's why I went back to Luke. And then look again, and look at next Sunday. Next Sunday is Matthew again.